Generally, nobody should even feel lonely. A. B. Nobody should feel lonely in the midst of people. And C. Nobody should feel lonely, especially in the midst of people who are supposed to be close to you, close to them, and who are supposed to know them. And so to feel lonely in the midst of your family must be a very painful thing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got a question. Why do I feel okay with my friends, but when I travel home to be with my family, i.e. my parents and siblings, I feel very, very lonely? What are your thoughts on that? So the thing is, as autistic people or as neurodivergent people, we have certain requirements to get the benefits of social interaction. In general, people with the dominant neurotype, i.e., people who are not neurodivergent, they can just be in the presence of people and feel the benefits of social interactions. But as people who are non, who are neurodivergent, if we're going to feel any benefits from social interaction, if we're going to feel that sense of fulfillment or joy, or that sense of upliftment from, why can't I say the word upliftment? If we're going to feel that sense of upliftment from being socially engaged, and it is a good feeling when you feel it, there are certain requirements. It's not just being in the presence of people. As a matter of fact, if we are in the presence of people and we engage socially without feeling that sense of fulfillment, without feeling that that benefit from social interactions, if those requisites are not there, then we are going to become exhausted. Our social battery is going to run out pretty quickly, and we are going to be heading down the road to burnout. Okay, so it's a delicate balance. Now, what are those requirements? For now, I would say there are two main things. It is that we have to feel seen. We have to feel like we're seen, like people see us. And of course, what comes with being seen is being accepted the way you are. So we have to feel like people see us and we're not being judged by those people, and that we're accepted. So we have to feel like we're actually a part of the group. In your case, it might be that when you travel home and you're with your family, maybe you don't feel like anybody sees the real you. Maybe you feel like you have to mask with your family, or maybe, ironically, you feel like it's okay to unmask with your family, but you do not feel accepted when you unmask. It could be that you feel invisible. It could be any number of things that make you feel like they don't see you, or that they see you and they do not accept you. And the second thing is we have to have, deep conversations that lead to kind of like a melding of minds, like, how they say rubbing minds. You have to feel like you're actually rubbing minds. It has to feel like you're having a hug with that person, but not a physical hug with your body, but like a hug with your mind. Does that make sense? So if you're going to be having conversations, you're not going to be having shallow, inconsequential conversations like talking about the weather, or talking about some other mundane stuff, or talking about things that you absolutely have zero interest in. Okay, if you're talking about the weather, it has to be that you are indeed talking about, that the weather is in fact something that is of great interest to you, like maybe in relation to nature. For a lot of us, nature is a big thing, right? So if nature is a special interest of yours and you're talking to whether in relation to nature, or in relation to the environment, in relation to climate, etc., and these are special interests of yours, then you're going to feel that sense of joy and fulfillment and upliftment that comes with social interactions, that comes with talking about a special interest and engaging in your special interest. And that can actually charge your social battery. That can actually give you more energy than you came into the room with. It can actually give you, if you have that kind of experience socially, which is, admittedly rare for us, it could be something that actually, charges you and energizes you and make you crave that kind of social interaction, or at least makes you crave more social interaction. So it could be that maybe with your family, you're unable to have conversations like that because many times, families have specific things that they usually talk about. And whenever they meet, especially when they don't live together, whenever they meet, the conversations are usually circling certain subjects, or surrounding certain particular subjects. And unfortunately, many of those subjects aren't things that interest us. On the rather, many of those subjects are subjects that make us feel judged and make us feel rejected, particularly because they're usually about people criticizing us. And unfortunately, it comes from family, but that's the way it is. Many times, these things come from a good place because our family actually wants the best for us. Again, most of the time, our family actually want us to move ahead in life. They want us to succeed. And if you're the neurodivergent one in your family and they don't understand, maybe you don't understand either, then they're probably just going to see you as that person, maybe the black sheep of the family, the flaky one, the person who is maybe selective about food. Or this person has come with her or his dietary restrictions that he's imposed on himself. He's the one who doesn't eat this. She's the one who doesn't like the smell of that. He's the one who doesn't like the taste of that. She's the one who doesn't like the texture of that. This person has come with, their idiosyncrasies and all of that, right? This person is the person who cannot stick with one job. Oh, how many jobs have you lost in the past year? How many jobs have you quit? What phase are you in right now? Oh, you are in that phase where you decide to learn a new language. What language are you learning this time around? Oh, Russian. Wonderful. How is that going to get you a good job? Like it's always a lot of criticism. And on the other hand, when we're with our friends, because our friends are usually, in ideal cases, they're usually people who don't have expectations of us. So they just see us the way they see us, the way they accept us. And whether we mask with them or we don't mask with them, many times it's kind of a mixture of both. Part masking, part unmasking, depending on how safe you feel with your friends. It could be that you feel seen with your friends, you feel accepted in with all your weirdness. Like your friends know that you're weird and they accept you as their friend anyway. And even if you do not feel 100% a part of the group, you feel relatively, reasonably majorly part of the group, like let's say maybe 70% a part of the group compared to other people. And that is a huge gap with how you may feel with your family, where you feel always criticized and rejected and it feels like you're outside the circle, right? And it could be that when you interact with your friends, you guys have similar interests. So even if they don't have all the same special interests as you, or they don't, they might not even have what special interests in the way you have special interests, but because you all have certain interests that are similar, you're able to have discussions on that and do things that you all enjoy together. And right, so that might be a big reason why you feel okay and you feel accepted, you feel fulfilled, you feel like you're getting the benefits of social interactions with your friends. But when you go home and you're with your family, you feel extremely lonely. And nobody should experience that. I'm sorry you're experiencing that. And it can have an added layer of pain added to that, because generally nobody should even feel lonely. B, nobody should feel lonely in the midst of people. And C, nobody should feel lonely, especially in the midst of people who are supposed to be close to you, close to them, and who are supposed to know them. And so to feel lonely in the midst of your family must be a very painful thing. And I can see how that would be eating at you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, you can send me an email at askdrzayne@gmail.com. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you've not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And I will see you next time.